Okay.
Great. Okay, so let's start with quickly highlighting what are we going to talk about. First, just quick introduction of the company, then why chat, why we had this idea of using chat at the first place, then what have we tried before we decided to develop one for our own, when we realized what were the problems in Jira.
What was the actual problem, what we tried to solve with chat.
Yeah.
And part 3, which is the most interesting one, is like why we have actually developed our own solution and how it works. Later on, we'll try to show it to you.
Then you will see all the features, how to set it up, what's new. Pavel will share tips on usage from his own experience, because he's the one that was using this.
Before being product manager, I was also working at support team manager. So I was highly employing it in my own daily usage.
And then we will quickly show you what's coming next for chat.
What we're planning for chat and where your feedback actually might prove very, very helpful.
So let's start.
So, introduction. Now we actually had the introduction. Jacek, Paweł,
again,
who is from Spartes.
So Spartes is known for its 5-star support. We like to call it legendary support. You can
check our reviews for this.
Check our reviews on Marketplace.
Don't believe on our word.
We really take care about support. It's very, very important for us.
We take it really seriously, seriously.
Then I would like to quickly highlight our other apps. One of them is TFS for Jira, which is still one of the best-selling add-ons in the marketplace. We have Agile Poker for estimation and Asset Tracker for asset management. We are one of the first vendors at Atlassian Marketplace. Currently, we are Gold Top vendor.
With multiple add-ons chosen as a staff picks.
Yeah. So why chat? And this is interesting conversation, because we wanted to handle customer requests via web source, and we had the discussion when I'm from marketing team and I approached support team and say, guys, we treat support very seriously. So what about being even closer? Let's try some chat solution and let's give customers the option to ask us whatever and whenever they want. Let's just be for them.
Actually, I wouldn't call it discussion. It was a big argue, because we thought about it actually how to properly handle. First thing we have to realize that support perspective and marketing perspective in terms of customer handling is completely different. But we do hold dear few things very, 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 very great. First of all, like we would like to have contact with the customer immediate, as fast as possible, no friction points, and as smooth communication as there can be.
That's what we as a marketing wanted as well. So again, like chat solutions are used by support teams or like sales team, pre-sales team, so they can be used for different purposes. And chat solutions should be used on things like website, product pages, landing pages, documentation, right? So
our goal was that we could reach the customer in as many places as we can. One of those was documentation, other was our web page, another because we have Jira Service Desk portal on which we think we should also be reachable. So we wanted to embed this communication in as many places as we can.
And still we would like to be able to handle this using Jira Service Desk, right? So that comes slightly later. We were using Service Desk first, and then we decided to try chat.
I think that we actually were trying the same thing at the same time. I don't know if you remember. The chat and Service Desk were launched at the same time. Exactly. It was a fun time.
So a lot of fun stories. So when we started, we decided to first try the biggest solutions on the market, something tested, something
one of those was live chat.
So we started.
This is actually the name of a product, live chat for live chat.
Exactly.
Whoa, they stole a big one.
A great company from Poland, by the way. But still, we were using this, and we weren't satisfied, right? We will tell you quickly why.
There were some problems. I had many problems with it, namely, I had many problems with live chat. But
one of them was, I guess, time zones, right? We weren't able to show a message to people that we are not
available right now.
Not available right now.
Because we work in 8 hours between 9:17, but in our time zone. For United States, it was between. Okay, we are 9 hours of difference between us and them. When we were finishing our work, it was 8 o'clock in the morning in the United States.
And we wanted the chat solution to be able to
communicate it somehow.
To communicate that we are not online right now, but we are going to be there for you very soon. So please, for example, leave a message, right?
Yeah, that was
we weren't able to do this here. Then we switched to intercom. The whole experience was slightly better, I guess, right?
Well, we lacked a few things that were on live chat, so generally we weren't fully satisfied. I would say it was a good solution, like semi-good, but like actually there were things that were not in live chat. But on the other hand, there were many things missing that were on live chat as well. So we had some set of criteria we would like to meet, and some of them were present in live chat, some others were in intercom, and I think some things were not present in either of them.
In both of them, yeah. So, but when we were using live chat and when we were using intercom, since using Jira Service Desk as well, right? We realized that actually the chat solution that we have chosen was a bigger problem than solution, right? We have a lot of issues with this, so let's try to list just.
First of all, when we tried both of them, we started listing our problems with it to decide if you would like to go for chat, if for chat, which solution. So first of all, we had two solutions for tracking issues.
One of them was Jira Service Desk, and the other was just different chat.
Different chat. And many times customer came to us angry why his ticket was not answered. Like, okay, but what happened? What's your ticket? And then there was a whole mess about finding out who the customer was, what kind. I wanted to help him out. I would love to do everything in my power to help him out, but I didn't know what was going on.
And sometimes we had this issue, that the customer were using Jira Service Desk, and he was in contact with some agent, and then he was approaching us via chat solution, for example, on documentation page, and then he was talking to different agent, and there was totally no context. So the same customer had to explain the same situation for two different agents, and mostly he was pissed off, right?
Well, he was pissed because, okay, here are the logs you asked me for, and like, okay, thank you for the logs, right? But who are you? Like, thank you very much. I like the logs. I love reading them.
And still, like, agents had this issue with like having two browser tabs opens, right? Switching between
constantly brain split, like switching between two of them instead of giving me help, like helping me out, because it's not only helping customer. I would like to also receive some help in this way. It's like I was having even more problems. Secondly, that was my problem. So I had to quarterly make some kind of report, make reports about our performance, about feedback, how it's going on. And most of the time, okay, let's face it, Jira Service Desk reports are good. They're good enough. They're really, I wouldn't say powerful, but really good at what they do. And then I went to this other chat solution, and I realized that those reports are completely different. Not bad, just completely different, covering totally different areas. And I would, in order to make a report summary from the support process, I had to suddenly merge them together. Oh my God, it was painful because we need support for two things. First of all, we're obliged to support our customers during the journey of our product. But secondly, we treat it as a perfect source of feedback. We need to know how to develop our products, which direction, how to do it. And like this feedback was lost because we had to merge them. Combining them was really, really painful.
So then we had this fight, we had this discussion in the office.
Fight is a proper word.
And what happened? Actually, one of the founders came and said, guys, stop arguing. I see the value of having chat, but probably not the one that we are using right now. So what about let me develop the chat solution that will work directly in Jira? And finally, we said, wow.
But nobody believed it. Nobody believed it.
But we said, okay, come on, you can try.
Impossible.
But it would solve.
We will solve our problems. Right? But we said, okay,
and we give it a try. And then, so before we started developing our own solution, we asked like teams to write down
2 teams actually,
needs,
support and marketing.
So one of the needs were easy to deploy, right?
Yeah. Second need was that it had to have Jira Service Desk integration.
Not integration is one way of putting it, but we wanted it to work directly in Service Desk.
Yeah, that was our requirement.
Not just integrated with Service Desk.
I didn't want to have
app. Yeah.
I didn't want to have another tab to which I had to pay attention. I would like to have something that is in Jira Service Desk altogether, and I can finally generate my reports.
Yeah.
And I can have the context and everything.
Everything in one place.
Oh, third one was a nice one. So we required something that would not force clients to register. One thing we observed that on our customer portal that is facing outside, people are hesitant to start in conversation. If they are already engaged via email or like any other means of communication, they are willing to create tickets, but not create an account. I have the same feeling. When I faced the customer portal, I just wanted to receive help immediately. Like, just ask a stupid question, but no, I have to register. I have to read my email.
So again, it was about removing friction points.
Yeah.
We wanted to be closer to customers, give them a chance to talk to us as fast as possible, right? And then what we found out actually when they get involved, like you said, probably all of them, right, or most of them, like they registered. Because they wanted to.
Why? Because you feel that, okay, somebody's out there. They're willing to help me out. Okay, I can register now. Yeah. The engagement is like four or five times higher. Chat history.
That's kind of obvious, but still, it's worth listening.
To have in the context. Yeah. So that in Jira, I always have history, and I know exactly what was done before previously. So I'm not just on the top of it. And
it's also important from the customer perspective. Right?
Yeah, so
after the conversation ends, we are sending transcript, so they will be able to use it.
That's because that's actually common experience for most of chat. So after some time, there is a digest being sent with the transcript of the conversation you already had. And agents availability. So that was what we had with live chat. Yeah, we had to somehow show to the outside world that we're not available right now, and we would love to contact you, just not right now. Leave us a message. That's it. Leave us a message box. And notification icon, that's nice. So we wanted to have Jira Service integration, but I also wanted to have it somehow in Jira visible immediately, so I don't have to switch tab constantly.
Or refresh page or anything.
Refreshing page. Painful. If you have big Jira
notification, solve this problem, right?
Yeah.
So the list that you just saw was based on this list, we developed the very first version of the chat, and then we show it to the world. We were using it internally.
All the feedback.
Yeah, we had this feedback from Atlas and partners, and they said that they would like to have something else. So
first of all, per agent pricing.
Yeah. It's not like just out of the box. It's not easy. It's not available directly from the marketplace. But we had this issue that a lot of customers are using Jira Service Desk and Jira, and they don't like to pay for all of Jira users when they are having just, for example, 5 or 3 agents, right?
That's the problem with
Jira Service Desk pricing.
All the plugins, you have to pay for it for all the Jira, but with Service Desk, they kind of went around the system. All the plugins have to be for all the users. Yeah. Well, aside of Jira Service Desk, then you can pay for just an agent. And we had many situations when people had like big Jira, and
just few agents.
And
the cost of the app was like, whoa.
So we decided to go, okay, let's be fair, or at least try to be fair, and we decided to go with per agent pricing.
And don't fuck the customers, was one of our values.
Don't F the customers. Then we added ABM Watson.
Yeah, people asked about bot integration. We added ABM Watson for now.
Yeah, right now we might be called a beta, but it's not also beta. Actually, it works pretty well. You can make your automatic responses being sent by ABM Watson.
Yeah. And then again, chat-like experience for support.
Which I will show you.
Still, one of the things that is worth mentioning in terms of our solution against like the competition is that we are focusing not just about users like external clients, your internal clients, but we are focusing a lot about agents. We want to be the chat that works directly in Jira, and it's like very integrated with it and can have so the agents can have like the best experience possible for the chat solution.
Yeah,
right?
to make it faster for us as well,
and easy.
So I can
use,
just
right?
type.
So then we decided to introduce chat experience for support personnel as well, not just like ticket view. Now you have chat view.
And Knowledgebase Integration, our latest edition,
released on Monday, so it's quite fresh.
freshest fruit in the basket.
We are going to show you how it works.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, now, it's demo time.
Yeah,
so let me switch my view.
As I can see, we have more people right now, so please feel free to ask questions whenever you want, right? Just send it on chat, and I will talk to Pavel about it.
So, yeah, what we have here, here we have a basic view of my queue, regular queue on Jira Service Desk. Oh, my question would be, what kind of view are you using? We are using sometimes queue, sometimes dashboard, sometimes boards. I wonder what are you using for your support process? In this example, we're going to use queue. So on the left side, we're having an agent view of a queue, his queue. We have multiple searches here, like chat, receive the results. Let's focus on this one for a moment. And on the right side, there is a view of a customer facing customer portal. And as usually, I'm not registered, so I have to log in. I don't want to log in. I just want to receive help. So what I do, I start a new conversation here. Side note, you can embed this chat not only to customer portal, you can embed it to any website, documentation, whatever that has HTML in it.
It depends from your case. Sometimes you want to make chats facing, to let the chat face the external customers, the leads, then it probably applies more to sales team. But some clients would like to have it internally for internal use, and then probably IT support management can use it.
So let's start a conversation here. Start new conversation. Okay, so hi, I need some help here. Let's use an exclamation mark on the end because it usually speeds up the response time. And oh my God, I already have something here. So
I have a notification.
You have a notification right up. We have here, something showed up. I didn't click actually anything. And as you can see, the ticket has been shown. Okay, we see chat status. So let's chat with our customer. I need some help here. Oh my God, I started typing and immediately the customer sees, yeah, somebody's on my case. He's working with me. I can see he's typing. So how can I help you, dear sir, madame? I don't know how to spell madame. Madame. Okay, never mind. And immediately when I type my response, the client sees it. So, okay, I'm engaged. I must start conversating. I need some help with printer. Let's say I would need some help with printer. My printer. Okay, I can help you up with your printer, the agent said, but I need to know who you are. But who you are? And he says, okay, I would like to register. So first of all, as you can see here, right now I'm engaged. I would like to register on this perfect customer portal. Let's register. My name will be, okay, my email. Okay, my email is Adam S @example.com. But my full name will be John.
We have Adam that is named John.
Yes, I know. Yes,
but just example purposes. Go on.
John Adamson. Thank you, John Adamson. Let me register. So, okay, the customer is being registered. Let's see how the ticket actually looks like. When I went to the ticket, and I make it a little bit smaller, you can see already that the reporter is John Adamson indeed. So we started as anonymous user, but right now we're seeing that John Adamson actually is talking to us. So let's say, I'm John. And without refreshing the page, as you can see here, I already see his response. I don't have to refresh the page. That was my biggest problem with Jira Service Desk issues. Whenever somebody typed a response, I had to refresh the page and see what was going on. No, I don't. No more refreshes. Fast, instantaneous. I can see also when about this John Adamson is from. I can see where he started his typing. That's important if you have it embedded on external website. You can track exactly when the engagement started and you can see where the engagement is still on. So if you're having a customer crawling for your documentation, for example, you can say, okay, he started here, our conversation, and right now he's here on the correct place. Then I can even tell him, look, go from this page to another page. I can see his IP address. That's very important if you're having internal customer, internal internal case, because then you can actually see who is talking to you. A location, a language, time zone, this is based on your settings on OS, of course. You can see his status. By status, I mean if he's online, offline. You can tell if when he saw the message. As you can see here, it was 2 minutes ago. I can disable this live update for whatever reasons, I don't know. You can merge comments. So like, I'm John. My printer is broken, and it's merging the comments so that whenever you're having two comments consequential from one person, those comments are merged. And of course, that's it regarding our chat status.
And as you can see, the message was displayed immediately on the video, right? Without refreshing.
The thing that customer can see me responding as well is available from both views. One of them being the chat view, which we shown previously, and of course the issue view here as well. So I didn't even paste anything, but the customer sees, okay, somebody's typing. Can you tell me your browser? I'm sharing with a customer. And I don't know if you noticed it, but the Jira refreshed itself slower than this view in here. Let's go back to the chat view. And let's also view it here. So I would say, okay, I am using ES7. I don't know if you remember what it is, but it's very, very old browser. And I know we're not supported. Our software is not supported in ES7. And I would like to say that to customer, it's not being supported. Most of the time I'll have to write a long answer, oh no, dear sir, we're not supporting ES7, but we've added integration of our own plugin that helps you out with this. So you can add canned responses and you can type in really, really fast. So I would like to say not supported browser. This is not supported browser. Enter and Shazam. Hi, John Adamson. We no longer support Service Desk, and So that's the basic conversation we're having. Even if I go to the view to the ticket again, and I'm saying, I think, okay, it's done. It's done. I cannot do anything more. He says, thank you. Thank you. I can resolve the ticket. I will mark it as done. Select one do. And mark is done. The customer immediately sees the status is being resolved. He knows it's done and can go on with it.
And he receives the transcript.
Yes, later on he receives this transcript, this information transcript on his own email. So what's the added benefit? So I know we were mentioning that we could not in any way show that we are offline. Yeah. So let's try to go offline. Actually, right now I'm set online, but I'll go offline. And as you can see in here, the chat icon automatically has changed. Let's forget me. And it says, we are offline now. Our automatic assistant will try to help you. And this is the spoiler alert. I will show it later, how this automatic assistant actually works. But we right now have an option to engagement, where you can even disable whatsoever this communication. We have enabled in this example, an agent, we have enabled some sort of automation and IBM assistant, but you can disable it. So say you can.
But we are going to show it to you later.
Yeah.
So
okay. I think that's it. Yes, canned responses, automation. You can actually go wild with automation. Why? One thing that I was missing most of the time is that Jira Service Desk issues can have a few fields that can make it very specific. First of all, you have a channel specification. So yeah, I know 3 out of the box. It can be Jira, source, it can be portal, it can be email. It can be also other, which is unspecified. But thanks to this channel option here, I can specify some automation. So let's see what's going on.
The main benefit is that using this chat solution, you can use all the powers of Jira Service Desk because it works directly in Service Desk, right? So whatever you are used to doing in Service Desk, you can also do it in chat.
Exactly. So the biggest selling point is here that you can use them both.
And
so
you don't have to learn anything new.
Yeah, let's say I would like to add some standard greetings whenever somebody is contacting us. So let's customer. Oh, no. If issue matches and more advanced customer request type. No, channel. Channel. What was it? No. Request channel type equals, and then as you can see, JCall automatically starts suggesting me I have two options to use: chat or portal. Usually there is also an email. Let's go for chat. Okay, confirm. So whenever there is a new issue being created by a chat, then all we can do, we can add a comment. Let's say it will be not internal but public. Hi there, give us a second and we will be with you shortly. And confirm. I can save this automation. Okay. Automatic starter. Let's save it. So right now, if I'm even if I go online, chat unresolved, and I start my conversation, I should receive automatic response. Hi there. Oh, nice. The automation did not trigger. This is embarrassing. Why did not trigger? Edit. Issue created. Issue matches a request channel. Chat. Issue created. Add the comment. Maybe it's internal. No, public. Preview. I don't know. I was like, what the hell just happened? that is magic. Why it happened? Like I was trying it like a moment ago, just immediately issue created. Okay. Like most of the time it works, and I'm really surprised. Probably I will have to go to view log, show details, and it worked. Somehow I cannot see it here.
So let's proceed.
Let's proceed. Yeah, let's proceed. So additional thing is that yes, the Watson integration. This is really powerful thing. I have already it enabled. So let me switch back quickly. I've set it up so that whenever I'm going offline, all the conversations that are started here will be handled by Watson IBM. I have connected directly to my Jira instance. So let's start a new conversation. Hi there. Hi there. And I received my automatic response, but let me check one thing. Do I have it enabled? Configure chat, automatic responses, enable only if request is not assigned. I know why. Automation has triggered in the bad moment. This is nice. So I'm going to disable the rule, so it's not working anymore. Okay, nice. New conversation. Now, hi robot. So yeah. How do you make? Of course, it triggered. The automation had some time needed because whenever you actually fire automation, it's being assigned to an actor that is being invoked to. yeah, all messy story. So right now, actually, I'm having a conversation not with an agent really out there, but a robot. So let's say, I don't know what.
Play music.
Play music. Okay, can you play me some music? Typing. What music we want?
Rock.
Rock. Okay, playing rock. Nice. So, okay, this is a basic integration right now.
Basic setup, right?
Really
important
basic.
notice is that you have to set it up Watson yourself, right?
Yeah, the Watson IBM and Watson Assistant can be connected, but the whole process of setting up and connecting what kind of answers should provide, what kind of questions, which answers should provide, that has to be configured by you. Yeah, but the intent recognition, the whole process of it works by exactly like it should work as a regular chatbot. Yeah, all you do is just connect it, and our work is here done. So another thing is that, of course, if I would like to, I can also drag and drop files here, so I can attach them to ticket. That was mostly common request because we had a lot of tickets with logs, and we needed those logs, screenshots. You can easily drag and drop them as you love to. And well, let's go.
Emoticons, right?
Emoticons, yeah. World is big about emoticons. I would like to have some emoticons.
What about sounds and notifications?
What do you mean sound notifications?
Do you have any sound when the new message comes?
Yes, we have sounds. I had to disable this because it would provide a feedback loop which would
destroy
our ears. But yes, we have sound notification, and I don't know if you can actually hear this, but if an agent receives a new message on his chat that he's chatting right now, the notifications will immediately pop up, and I will receive. Even if I would be in another room, I will know. Oh, okay, there's a ticket. There's a ticket for me waiting for my attention. So okay, maybe let's show. We're already here. I'll show how you can actually configure chat for your own usage. We are not going to need it anymore. Tack, and go full screen and reset the view. Okay. So first of all, we mentioned at the beginning that you can enable this chat on external websites, and it's as easy as just copying and pasting this script out here.
You're not sharing screen.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
Yes, now we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry. So first, let's go as I said in the beginning. Those are the configuration and how much you can configure chat for Service Desk. You can allow it to adding to external web pages. If your web page is having HTML, you can add it there. If you're having Service Desk portal, you can also add it there. Yes, as you remember, as we mentioned at the beginning, we needed to remove friction points, so we had to give an option to use as anonymous. Like biggest problem on Service Desk right now on server, because on cloud actually you can use it anonymously. On server is that you cannot use it anonymously. You cannot, and it was our problem. We wanted to give an option to custom, but if you don't like it, you can remove it. You can also allow or disallow registering. There is a welcome message. Oh, there is a link to Knowledgebase. This is nice, which I will show you later on. Of course, you can create your own queues. You can even give an extra label for jQuery's if you'd like to pick up somehow those issues with chat. You can either use labels or this request channel. There is even issue type being created. And automatic response. Here is where I have connected IBM Watson, which did not fire for the first time. Embarrassing. Which did not fire on the first time. And you can actually, what you need is username, password, and workspace ID on which you are currently working on. And let's go to the global settings. So global settings, as you can see, okay, as I mentioned, as I said already, that you can attach chat to your customer portal because you have one portal for all of your projects. So you have to choose which of those projects will be tied to the chat on global portal. Multiple checkboxes, I don't know, okay, use sounds, emojis. We have to give an option to disable because somehow MySQL databases sometimes do break. And okay, so we'll cover CAPTCHA. This is kind of important thing. We've been attacked a few times already in the past. by spammers, and we know how important it is to block these options for external services. So you can enforce CAPTCHA, and by this you know that nobody will register or even start the conversation without passing some basic screening. You can, of course, in the latest GDPR Flame, you can also add your privacy link, so we're safe on this side. User preference defaults. Those are settings for chats facing external. If you would like to enforce on them, showing issue summary or show unresolved only. Oh, now translate and customize. So chat has, like, as you can see here, 210 places where there is a text. I know that the multiple companies would like to translate some things, and you can translate all of the things that are facing customer and all the things that are facing agent. Everything is completely customizable. And we would not give this option if you could not somehow also edit the CSSs that are on customer portal, because the customer portal as well can be customized up to your will. We are using basic, which we're using? We're using red one or blue one?
Red one.
Red one. We are using red one out of the box. But of course, we should, with the coloristic should be consistent with this one, then it should be blue. And you can change it as well. So I think that's it.
What about knowledge-based integration?
Yes, knowledge-based integration. Thank you, Matt. So we've added a knowledge-based integration to our website right now. So this is our website, and as you can see, we have an icon specially. We are not using IBM one, not yet. We're still configuring it. So I cannot start a conversation. I can only leave a message if I log in. But I would like to have an instant answer without need for contacting an agent. So how about I give it a try by finding the answer in our knowledge base. So, okay, I would like to extend the trial. So extend trial. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay, there is an option how to extend the trial. Okay. Somebody from support told me that I need some debug. Debug in browser. Okay, browser. How to enable debug. Oh, how to view developer console. So you're actually having, what you're having here is integration with the Service Desk knowledge base. So either you start a conversation with an agent, or you can find your answers right here, right there, without the need of it. It will lower the workload of your support engineers or your agents working on support tremendously. That's another thing. So,
yeah, I some question. What were the effects of trying chat? Did you have this issue with having like too much tickets because it was so easy to create them? What was the quality of issue and the way you handled issue with customer?
Too much, I wouldn't say too much. Yes, the volume is probably bigger at the beginning. Yeah, and the quality is a nice. That's a nice question about
what's quality like in your terms. Well, how do you measure quality? You mean like the satisfaction afterwards, or
satisfaction was bigger? Yes, that's a good thing. How you would like to measure quality, because you need measurements. So let's talk about satisfaction rate. Satisfaction rate skyrocketed. That's first thing. Second thing, I started tracking, because I had to track it somehow. I started tracking time to resolution. Yeah. And I immediately saw that it's like all the other tickets were like twice or even 3 times long, had twice or 3 times longer time to resolution. So these tickets were resolved faster. So actually, in effect, I had less work, and they were resolved faster. I had shorter queue of tickets. They were easily resolved, and satisfaction rate as well. And the quality. How about? I know we should not talk about feelings, but to be honest with you, whenever I had tickets via portal or via email, this conversation was very lengthy. And most of the times we could not understand each other after even, 3 days, because there were there are always misunderstandings. Even if you give your time and craft the message very, very precisely, there are always chances that you do not understand either customer you or you the customer. While on chat, there is almost certainty that you will not understand each other immediately, but
you have the option to.
Yes, you have the option to follow up immediately, clear and resolve all the problems. So even if the conversation is longer by 5 comments, it's being done in 5 minutes.
Yep.
While then they're in 3 comments, but 3 days.
And still,
which is a
customer
difference.
feels much better, right? Because they have the agent ready for them when they need it. For example, when you have some issues with an app, you're browsing documentation, you have like hundreds of pages. Sometimes you don't even know what it means, what it's written there, and you need someone right there, right now. And then you have chat, right?
You have a chat. You have their chat for the help.
Right. So what's coming next?
That's a good question. I'm prepared. I even have a roadmap. So
still, guys, if you have any questions, please try to use chat via Zoom, or if it's not working or you don't like it, just please, I guess we can do it, right? So go to spartans.com and start a conversation using our chat on our live production, so we will be able to see it.
So we've published our roadmap most recently. Jacek, you've sent the link?
I will. Actually, the link is available on our marketplace page. So whenever you go to Atlassian Marketplace, on the search, you will type chat for Jira Service Desk. You will be able to view our roadmap and per agent pricing, right? And you will be able to also see all the places where chat were already mentioned on like podcasts and webinars or blog posts with other partners, right?
So let's go to the roadmap itself. So first of all, we've already shipped knowledge-based integration.
Right.
What's coming up next? Automatic chat starting. People were complaining that they would like to have chat automatically starting whenever they visit the page.
So the chat would be the active side, right?
Yeah.
The chat would like display some pop-up with a welcome message or something.
Yeah. So be more, of course, behind the checkbox. Yeah, behind the checkbox, because enable, disable this option. Enable, disable chat on portal at group level. Well, this was highly in demand by people who have a big projects, and they would like to only limit the option where the chat is, only in very crucial parts and not all the others. If you'd like to have your printer changed, this is not for chat, but if your house is on fire, yes, this is for chat. You have instant answers. And what's next? So those are few funny things here, because we're still considering what to do next. We know about a few things which are not telling yet. We like to surprise you. But few small things we're considering is that give an option to admin to go offline or online, offline by agents. You should be able to add internal comments in chat view as well. Give an option to go agents online automatically. I was working on support and I hated it. So whenever I started work, I had to hit the submit online button, because if I didn't do that, I couldn't do it. I thought I was forgetting. And then this message was out here. So we are not available, which clients did not like a lot. And visibility. So right now, whenever you're starting conversation, you know that somebody is typing, but you don't know if the person who's assigned to you is working on it, is he online or not. We're going to add it next. So, but there are a few big things going ahead, and we're still measuring the impact, if we can do that, how we can do it. So first of all, adding components,
other bots than IBM also.
Yeah, IBM also. There are other competitors. Maybe we should try them out. Maybe you're not so familiar, or like you don't feel comfortable with IBM Assistant. You would like to try something else.
And we know that a lot of companies would just like to use bots. So we think that chat should be able to
interface and API, maybe connector. That's how it's right now.
The next big thing, Jira Cloud. We are
Jira Cloud.
Thinking about it.
Yes, it's a big task. We need to measure it somehow. So look, if you have any thoughts about it, well, you can leave a comment.
Please vote.
Scheduled meter vehicle. I would need this. I need this. I would like to give an option to customers so they can go there immediately, schedule a meeting. Somebody
in chat.
In chat. Nowhere else. Slack integration. Oh yes, Slack.
Yes, since HipChat is it's going to be dead very soon, right?
It's
and
practically
I guess a lot of companies in internally ecosystem, they will switch to Slack. And we had this issue that this requests that some people, again, from agent perspective, since agents are using Slack as well for internal purposes, right? They would like to be able to handle issues with customers
via
internal,
Slack.
external, via Slack, right? So we are going to
dashboard view of chat. This is a cute one because as
some people don't like to use, right?
Yes, as I said, we are using dashboards. We have dashboards. Some of us are using queues, and some other are using boards actually.
Yeah.
And we would like to give an option to have a dedicated dashboard for chats only. So we have either like a messenger view,
something like this.
Yeah, something like this. Chat specific statistics. So right now we are using statistics of Service Desk. As I said in the beginning, those chat solutions had separate metrics. So why not have those metrics which are specific to chat there as well? Like for example, when the chat started, what's the heat map of day in terms of chat starting? Yeah? And of course, use improvements. So what you can do, you can just go there to this go to this Trello board, go here and leave your comment. Leave your comment or vote. Vote up. How and why to vote? You have everything documented out here.
Right. So I guess that's it about chat, right?
Yeah, maybe some pro tips on the ending.
Please.
Yeah, one thing is that, as I mentioned in the beginning, employ QViewer for chats, at least for now, at least when we deploy the dashboard. So, because then you can reuse the chat view for agent. It really speeds up things. If I have to just press enter or press, I don't remember the shortcut to sharing with a customer on Service Desk. There is some Control-Shift-S, something like this. Oh my God, this is terrible, terrible. Refreshing the page. No, I would like to just hit enter and immediately have this instant conversation. Use automation. It did break on the beginning. I don't know why.
But usually it works.
Almost always it works because we have it also. Always use automation. Jira Service Desk standalone, good. Chat alone, good. But combine them together. It's like sandwich with ham and mayonnaise. It's like ham alone, good. Sandwich ham, bread alone, good. But together they create perfect combination. Have a dedicated person. That's what we are trying. It helps out first line. So whenever somebody comes into chat, you have instant responses. This really boosts up. The first moment of engagement is the most important one. If you receive one or two answers, it's done. It's done. The engagement is there. So we have much higher rate of conversion and going later deep into discussion. If you're having Jira software, give it a try to Kanban. We're giving it a try to Kanban. I was using for 2 years in Kanban on support. It works perfectly. Perfect. And use built-in stage, of course. Thanks to Jake you can really squish out those statistics. You can really get the feedback. You can really understand what's going on beneath it and craft your process accordingly. This is I cannot stress it out how much we use it. Cannot, but you probably know that as well.
Right, so I guess we don't have any additional questions, even on Spartans.com, right? Because we will get a notification. Right?
Nope, because I'm not there anymore.
So
I'm offline.
Okay,
I'm offline.
So see if anything. Oh, we have some question. Yes, of course.
Sure,
we are
no
going
problem.
to email you this slideshow. We will also share the recording. And after this webinar, I guess, tomorrow, I will reach out to those who registered and asking them if they would like to receive a promo code. Because you have to tell us if you're using, if it's going to be on server or data center, right? So whenever we have this quick discussion, I will send you promo code. So you will
we are
chat even.
Yeah, we are data center compatible, of course. We are Jira 8 compatible, of course. But we still managed to ship knowledge-based integration. That's how much devoted we are. Keep it in mind.
Cool. So thank you guys for being with us today. Thank you, Pavel, for this presentation. And
always a pleasure.
We'll be in touch. I'm going to reach out to you via email. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Depends on the time.
Yeah, we have an evening. We have late evening.
Yeah.
Night, actually.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock in Poland here right now.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.